Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the...
Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of What's Happening Wednesday. This is a weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Keep you guys updated with things that I've found on the internet, on social media, that are going on in the world of Transformers. Today's issue is mainly, funnily enough, about third-party figures. There seems to be loads of information with regards to them, so I've got some pictures and some information to give you regarding that. I'll also keep you updated with what's going on with my channel and of course my Instagram, which is toys_rus. And as soon as I've said it's third party, the first thing I'm going to be talking about is not. The first thing we're going to be talking about is about Rise of the Beasts. Now online, it's emerged huge lists. So I'm not going to go through all the lists with yourself. I've found you can find this on tformers.com, TFW 2005. There's huge lists of all the figures which they're going to be released to tie in with the Rise of the Beasts film. But what I'm going to be telling you is that they've worked out some of the code names. So remember before, some of the names like Pluto is actually going to be Mirage, Barcelona is going to be Wheeljack, and Titan is Air Razor, and Nightbird was known as Outlaw. So all of their code names have actually sort of, I don't want to say been cracked, it's just been revealed. And again, as I say, this is TW 2005, and that is the very start there of the top of a huge list, because you've obviously got Power Alliance, Deluxe figures, Fast Action Battlers, and something else. I think they've got a huge list on there if you want to have a nose at that. Moving on then, so Fans Toys, we are going to be looking at their version. Now Fans Toys obviously do masterpiece scale third-party figures, and the first one we've got is their take on Pipes. And I've been lucky enough to be lent the version, I think Spindrift was his name, which is a version of Sea Spray, and they were, I mean, that was a brilliant example. And these guys again are looking to be in the same league. There of course is Fans Toys Huffer as well. And as I say, this is Pipes, and you know, you can't deny that he looks really good. And they're doing a direct comparison there themselves with Huffer. And there is again some more shots of him. I'm sure he'll look much better as well in colour. And there is, funny enough, it's one we're going to be talking about in a second, but there of course are the rest of the mini-bots, well, a few more of them, shall we say. So we will segue straight into their version of Outback as well, and this is still Fans Toys, but this is obviously colour prototype or colour example, and brilliant. When I look at that, I was just about to laugh because it reminds me of Ace Ventura. Obviously we're not the gun on the top. It looks really good. Again, they make some quality products, and these will fit lovely in with the rest of your masterpiece scale figures. Excuse the glare off that. So yeah, the next thing, funnily enough, was just a picture of Netflix there, and that's just to tell you guys that unfortunately, as of the end of February, Netflix will be taking from their roster or from their lineup Transformers Prime, Rescue Bots, Robots in Disguise, and Rescue Bots Academy. So if you're currently watching any of them or planning on watching any of them, you need to get them all watched and done by the end of February, because they're going to be taking them off their catalogue. Moving on, again, more third party. So this is Newage. I'm sure it's Newage. It's their take on David. And it is, yeah, it's Newage. And they're, of course, the Legends scale third party. So what we've got here is, of course, there's two versions of him. So one is it's basically based on the G1 colour scheme, but it's metallic. We're going to have a look at some pictures of that one first and foremost. Looking brilliant. There you can see him. So detailed for such smaller figures. So detailed, really nice looking, and again an abundance of accessories to come with him. Before moving on to, I think that's amazing actually, I'm just going to stop and appreciate how good that looks. And then moving on to, of course, what we now call or now refer to as sleep mode. So this is like their version on that. I don't know why they call it sleep mode, because unfortunately it's not sleep mode. It's that horrible bit in the movie. That's a bit dramatic as well, but you'll see in a second. Yeah, that horrible bit in the movie, which we of course all remember. So that's Newage's take. Obviously they're calling it David of their Optimus Prime, but two other variants which they're using as well. This thing is interesting now. Whether it's my cup of tea or not, as in whether I'd buy it, but it's very interesting. So this is the Diaclone reboot, funny enough, of Big Powered, and Big Power's one of my all-time favourite figures. It's a combination of three figures building a huge either base or armoured flying ship, battle tank, whatever it is, and this is just a crazy take on it. And they're referring to it as Uranus, and I don't know why that's what it says on the top, but let's have a look at some of these pictures here then. So I've not got all the individual names, but I've got a few pictures. There's quite a few more of these. So these are obviously the bot modes, and then in a minute you'll see, yeah, let's turn it back to this way now, some of the other bots that come with it. So yeah, big powered initially was 3 major bots with 3 micromasters, so there was 6 bots total, whereas these guys, there's the 2 sort of vehicles combined. It's going back to the Diaclone days where they've got the little pilots as well. That's again a huge combination of them. There's so many of these, honestly, it looks stunning. There's another different way you can combine it. There's some more versions of them, 2 of them combined up. I haven't, as I say, unfortunately got their actual original names. There's a battle station mode of them all combined up. Again, look at them, they just look fantastic. They look really detailed. There's another amazing mobile battle station. That reminds me a bit of Metroplex, that does, to be fair. And there they all are in their robot modes, and again you can combine all of them up. So that's a Diaclone reboot. Actually, Uranus is probably the guy who did the pictures. Is it? Let's have a look here. No, yeah, it is. It's you. That's the guy who's done the photos. My apologies. The write up here I got from tformers.com. So it's saying, yeah, it's Takara's Diaclone reboot, big powered, and it's an incredible set that takes the Diaclone figures into a new realm with endless ways to combine and configure these toys. And yeah, it did look exciting, didn't it? So ignore the Uranus. That's the guy who did the pictures. Right, more third party stuff then. Fans Hobby, before returning back to Fans Toys. So Fans Hobby, they've got some prototypes in, they're not full colour unfortunately. This is their take on Armada Overload. Make sure I say Overload, not Overlord. Excuse the numbers on the front, but that's exactly the way that these photos have been made available. Must be obviously to stop copyrights, but you can see how much bigger their version's going to be of him. And then at the same time, that's going to be their take on Tidal Wave, and again he's going to be huge by the looks of that. There you go. Unfortunately there's no more than that. That's the only pictures that are available online at this current moment in time regarding them. Before moving to the final thing, which is Fans Toys again, their take on Perceptor, known as Tesla 2.0. And this guy looks really good, but I think, and for anybody who's seen any pictures of this guy online at the moment or up until now, what the big thing is these faces. They've got, again, they always give you an abundance of different face plates that you can choose and interchange, but wait till you see all of these. I've got a good few examples here of some good pictures of him. And there's a normalish face, but he's got a, and then there's a couple more. But the total lineup of faceplates and all their expressions is there. So you can have an abundance of fun with all of that. So there you go. As I said, mainly third-party stuff. What I'm thinking about doing with these news things is pretty much what I do anyway now. So I obviously put something up yesterday to do with Daniel, and it just means that it keeps these a little bit less in length. So if I see anything mega important, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Wednesday or a Friday. I'll just get it over to you as soon as I can. With regards to this channel, I've still got an abundance of new figures to go through. Fingers crossed I should have Shattered Glass Starscream tomorrow. I've had an email from Hasbro saying that's been dispatched to me, so I can carry on with that. And again, if there's any figures that you want to see in particular, you can contact me either on here or on my Instagram. So thank you very much again for watching, everybody. We're getting pretty close to 3k, which is just crazy. Again, thank you guys so much, and of course, especially at this current time, again, please take care.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.